Hey, this is Danielle from Black Business Boom and Black Owned Nashville, and we are live with one of the most successful Black business owners in Nashville. And I am just honored to know Mr. Darrell Freeman and to call him a trusted advisor for me and Black Business Boom. He's going to be talking to us, dropping some gems, I'm sure, today, because that happens all the time. But also, he's going to be telling us about a cause, the Chi Boule Foundation, and their gala that's coming up in May. How are you, Darrell?
Danielle, I am living the dream. I'm living the dream. And
You
thank you
are.
for all those kind compliments about my entrepreneurial career. I've been very, very fortunate in Nashville. Nashville has welcomed me and treated me like family since I came here in the early 1990s, and I came broke. And as you know, I started several companies and had some success as a business owner. So I
Your
contribute a lot of that to
story.
being in Nashville.
Yeah, your story is just extremely inspiring, especially to us up and coming business owners. So just give us a quick rundown of how you came to Nashville broke and ended up selling a company for over $20 million.
Yeah, so Danielle, I started a company in the office the size of a closet in 1991 called Zycron with one person, but I had a belief that I could start a company and win. And so I had a skill set, which is information technology, and I grew that company from one person to 300 something people, from $10,000 in sales to 40 something $1 million in sales. And I built a company around a group of people. I didn't build a company around me. And so as a result of that, the company grew. Uh, it grew again from $10,000 in sales to 40 something million, from one person to over 300. My payroll was $1 million every 2 weeks. And we had some great clients like HCA, TVA, Bridgestone, and a host of other companies. But my philosophy is to get up, work hard every day, deliver a quality product, deliver a quality service. And Nashville and the Southeast welcomed that. And so we became one of Nashville's premier information technology companies, all from an idea that I had, and started out in the office size of a closet. And I sold it for $23 million almost 5 years ago. And
And now
I try
you're
to
going
tell
to
that
your
story.
next venture, right? So you haven't just like decided, because a lot of us will be like, well, that's good. And I'm retired, but now you're on to your next venture. Tell us about the next venture.
So I own millions in real estate. I'm invested in several VC funds. I'm invested in several companies. I'm investing in people. Mr. French started a bank in 2006. We recently sold that bank to United Community Bank on January 1. I majority ownership of a company called S3 Recycling Solutions, which the CEO is a 32-year-old African-American kid named Rod McDaniel, who I met about 6 years ago. And he sent me an email right after we met. And first he said, "I thought you was going to be lame when I met you." And then he said, he said, "Hey, help me become a millionaire and help me to buy my mom a house." So fast forward 6 years later, at that time he had 4 employees. Today we have 50 something employees. At that time we had a 7,000 square foot warehouse. Today we have a 75,000 square foot warehouse that we own. Uh, all 50 plus of our employees have free insurance. And not that this matters to anybody, but he's now a multimillionaire and he just bought his mama house. So now I consider that a success story.
That
And
is absolutely a success story. I just love that you haven't just gotten your money and gone about your business and decided you weren't going to give back. And I think that's the most important part of being successful. I always say I'm not a successful. I can't help other people be successful, and you truly are walking that walk. Now you got a new cause, the Chi Boule Foundation. Tell us a
yes.
little bit about the foundation.
So, one of the things that changed my life was getting an education. Neither one of my parents graduated from high school. And as a result, I understand how important education is. Without a good education from Middle Tennessee State University, starting a company called Zycron would not have been possible. And so what I have learned over the past couple of years is that there are thousands of college students who are being purged from different universities and community colleges because they may have a balance of $400 or $500 or $1,000 that they can't afford to pay. And so uh, me, a guy by the name of Michael Carter, and a guy by the name of Turner Nash, and several others decided to come up with a gala that would raise funds to help prevent Tennessee college students from getting purged, but also to raise a gap fund that would help college students who are having financial emergencies. And so, yes, true enough, I've had a successful business career, but my success is not about me. It's about being in a position to help other people. And so these college students need our help. And, oftentimes when you're poor, you're invisible. And so I want to bring some visibility to this issue. I want to bring some visibility to the people who are being purged or the people who are leaving our institutions because they can't afford it, because I believe they deserve a shot. And so far we've raised, if we were to stop today, we would contribute right now about $200,000 to different institutions around the state of Tennessee to help their students get over financial emergencies, whether it's being purged or whether it's having car trouble or whether they're having trouble paying their rent. So the purpose is twofold. Number one, of course, we want to raise money, but number two, we want to raise awareness because, again, there's thousands of jobs being created in Tennessee, but also on the other hand, there's thousands of students who are being purged that won't be able to be in a position to fill those jobs. And so that's why we're on this mission. We're on this mission to help college students. And I think Tennessee deserves, I think our students deserve a helping hand. And so that's why we're doing this gala on May 21st.
Love it.
It's going to be, we call it a gala, but it's more going to be like a tailgate party. And so you're going to come in your college shirt, your blue jeans, and your tennis shoes, and we're going to party. And so it's not going to be black tie. It's going to be a fun party. So go to the website and buy tickets to the gala. And every dollar that you contribute to this gala would go towards helping students. And how do I know that? It's because myself, Turner Nash, and Michael Carter, all three of us became presenting sponsors at the $50,000 level. So what we didn't want to do, we didn't want to go out and ask the public to contribute to this gala, and we not have already contributed in a major way. And number two, we wanted to make sure that every dollar that the public spent on this gala or invested in this gala, every dollar went to a college student. And so none of your dollars are going to go to buying drinks or buying chicken or any of those kinds of things. Your dollars are going to go directly to helping students. And so we're excited about this opportunity. We're excited about the students we're going to be able to help, but we're also excited about raising the awareness of students being purged. And we want to make them visible versus them being invisible as they are right now.
I love it. It's just an amazing cause. Like you said, there are folks who $300 could keep them in college, that's not a lot of money to a lot of us, we just don't know that we could be giving that $300 and keeping someone in school, which leads to, the job pipeline. And there's so many amazing things that happen when someone goes and gets their education. So just to know that they're being purged over a few $100s or $1,000, I think is just an amazing cause that we need to give back to. So tell us the website and how we can go and learn more about the foundation and how we can go and grab our tickets.
So Chi Boule Foundation.org, I think that's on your link out there. Go there. You can buy tickets to the gala or you can make donations to the organization. Again, all your funds will go towards helping students who are being purged or having financial emergencies. And also, Danielle, what we're doing here is, these universities, TSU, National State Community College, different community colleges across the state, different universities across the state, they're working hard to prevent students from being purged. I mean, they're actually, they're going the distance to help prevent students from being purged. And so we want to help them go the distance. We want them to have additional dollars to say, hey, we can't save all 500 of these students, but hey, we can save 50 of them. I mean, we can provide, $400 to 50 of these students. And so that's what we want to do. We want to help universities and community colleges be able to be in a position to help their students. And again, also to raise awareness. And so, it's a cause for me that I'm 110% behind. And I just believe that when you've had some success like I have, it's always good to reach back and help as many people as you possibly can. And so that's what this gala is about. We've got a number of families like the Fish Foundation. We've had Fifth Third Bank, Bovender family, the Milton Johnson family, Turner Nash, Michael Carter, Darrell Freeman, and a host of other sponsors that we'll be announcing this week for this gala. And I think it's the first of its type. And it's not a scholarship gala. We want to help students stay in school, and that's how we're going to measure. We're going to measure it by how many dollars we raise and how many students we help stay in school. And so that's going to be our report card. And so we'll report back to anybody who contributes to this gala where their money went and how many students they helped to stay in school. And so, we're a very results-driven organization. This is like a business to us, and we want to report the results at the end. And we're probably, since it's going so well, before the gala, we're going to present some checks to colleges before the gala. And so, because what we don't want this money sitting in a bank somewhere. We want this money in the hands of the institutions who are helping students. And so, before the gala, we're going to present some pretty large checks to a variety of different institutions. So, stand by for that. But
love it. I love it. And I mean, you all literally are reaching in your own bank account and putting up money, which is important, because sometimes we see folks, they're pushing, these events and trying to get sponsors and sell tickets. But no, you all are making sure that the money is actually going to go reach the students. So you're putting up your own money to make sure that the event happens, but not only that the event happens, that the checks get cut even before the event happens. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. Well,
yes. So, again, Turner Nash, Michael Carter, myself, we each of our families put up $50,000, and so we want to put our monies where our mouths are. And so I think it's I think when you say you're for a cause, there should be some proof that you're for it, not just talking about it.
Right.
There should be some checks written.
Right.
And so that's what we're doing, and Chi Boule Foundation, it's a great organization. And we plan to win. We plan to make a difference, and we are going to make a difference. One student at a time, one financial emergency at a time, one dream at a time. I mean, what happens to a student when he or she is purged? Normally they go back home. Their dreams are deferred, either temporarily or permanently. And what we're finding is, and this makes complete sense with an S and with a C, is the students who are purged are often poor students. Because think about, if my kids called home today and said, "Hey, Dad, I need $1,000 because I got this bill that's in addition to my tuition," I would be able to take care of that. But if I were that student 35 years ago and I had to call my parents and ask for $1,000 to stay in school, I would have been on my way home. And so what we're finding is that these students who are being purged, they're poor. Oftentimes they're Pell Grant recipients, and then even worse is they're invisible. And so, because when a college purges you, there's no big announcement of how great the school is doing. You just came in the front door and you went out the back, and nobody knows but you. Yeah. So you go home, and people say, "Well, what happened to you?" Well, I had to leave school because I couldn't afford it. And so, finding out that students leaving school is not just because of academics. They're leaving school because of finances. And, we've got to do better. We've got to do better. So this event is about that.
I'm super excited, looking forward to it myself. Like you said, it's going to be a good time. A lot of times people hear gala and they're like, it's going to be a stuffy event, but it's going to be a party. So I'm really excited about that. We're going to have some cocktails, turn up a little bit. So I'm really excited about that.
A great band.
Yes. Make sure you all grab your tickets. Anything else coming up that you want to tell us about, Darrell? Anything else we need to be supporting?
Well, I think we should be supporting all things education. It's a great equalizer. It changed my life. I actually left the first college I went to because I couldn't afford it. So I understand what leaving a college is like. But I think we should be supporting, all things education, whether we're visiting high schools or visiting elementary schools, giving our time back to those young people who may need some inspiration to get to that next level. And so that's what we're focused on. I'm focused on education and being a voice for people who may not have a voice, being a vision for some folks who are now invisible, but and then raising this issue around purging. And I think we're going to have a lot of success around the awareness piece, because I've met with different officials around the state who are now becoming aware of this, and we're gonna make a difference. And so we're going to use our voices. We're going to use all that we have to make these people visible and to provide them an opportunity to stay in school. And I appreciate your platform, Danielle, for allowing me to spread this word about this event. And again, we've already put our money where our mouths are.
Yep, and we're going to keep on telling people all the way up to the day of the gala. We're going to make sure that we keep on spreading the word. And again, just making a lot of people aware, but also Darrell, Turner, Michael, they've put their money up. There are a lot of us, there are folks that are tuned in right now. I can see y'all that are in a position to contribute. So even if you cannot make the event on May 21st, you can still donate to this cause. Imagine if you could just take $100 out of your pocket right now, and that $100 goes towards keeping someone in school. I think it's just important for us to think about how we can truly make a difference. And like you said, you all going to be tracking the results. You're going to be reporting out on it. A lot of times we're putting our money towards stuff and we just hoping that it gets to the right people. But I love that you all are going to be I know you all are going to be holding yourselves accountable for truly making an impact to keeping folks in school. A lot of us have been there where, $300 could make or break us, or, send us right on home, and we didn't necessarily have someone. And that's how a lot of us have ended up taking additional student loans or working jobs. I didn't work at Walmart Fridays, all kind of stuff, just to make it through college, and still was in situations where I just need $200, to stay in school or to get my car fixed so I can make it back and forth to campus. So I love it. I'm super excited to be helping to spread the word about this amazing event. Again, I've dropped the event link, or the link to the website, in the comments and in the caption. So go and support this event or make a donation online. Thank you so much for joining me, Darrell. It was amazing.
Well, thank you for having me. And when as we get closer to the event, maybe we'll come back on and we'll talk about the checks that we've already contributed. And again, you'll get a report card from us. We want you to know where your funds went. And but I guarantee you they'll go to a college student somewhere across this state that really needs it. And so really appreciate you and again your audience. And
absolutely.
One more thing I'm working on is I'm working on the Fish Incubation Center.
Yeah, I was hoping. I didn't know if you were gonna mention it. I was like, I hope that he'll tell us. But tell us a little bit about that project.
So I'm heading up the Fish Incubation Center project for Mayor Cooper, and what we're going to do is we're going to renovate a building on Fish campus, and it's going to be an incubation center. And also, it's going to be a place where small businesses can rent offices. It's going to be a place where small businesses can get advising. It's going to be a place where students can see other entrepreneurs, start companies, grow companies, and be inspired by that. I spent 5 years in an incubation center, and look what happened to be. But it's going to be a place where it's going to be in North Nashville, a place where people can walk from North Nashville to Fisk. It's also going to be a place where we can provide metro services, whether that's, I don't know if it's driver's licenses, but Metro is going to have an office there. But we're going to bring entrepreneurship. We're going to bring the incubation center. We're going to bring the warehouse and the knowledge. And we're going to bring the inspiration to North Nashville via this Fisk Incubation Center. And I'm really excited about it because it's going to change that whole area where, small businesses may not have known where to go to get good advice. But we know now that at some point they're going to be able to go to the Fisk Incubation Center and get good advice from advisors from around the state, around the city. We're also with, Brian Tibbs is the architect for the project, so he's designing the building. Of course, Fisk owns the project, and then we got the Entrepreneur Center. They're working on the programmatic activities, and so this is going to be an outstanding event, outstanding activity for Nashville and for small businesses in North Nashville. And I'm excited about it. I'm spending my time trying to give back as much as I possibly can and trying to help as many people as I possibly can. And that's hopefully that's going well. Hopefully I'm making a difference somewhere in somebody's life.
Oh yeah, for sure. In a lot of people's lives. And we appreciate you greatly. I'm looking forward to that. And like I said, I'm here to support it and to help out in any way I possibly can, because the growth of small businesses and minority owned businesses is just really important to the overall economy and to the Black community, to North Nashville. So I'm really excited about this program, about this project, and that the city is actually putting some money behind making it happen.
Yes.
And so we look forward to having that in North Nashville and supporting all the up and coming businesses that are going to come out of that incubation center. It's going to be great.
Well, thank you.
Oh, this was great, Darrell. It was wonderful chatting with you. And we definitely want to see you back in May so we can learn more as we get closer to the event. And yeah, I'm excited. So we'll see you again in May.
There it is.
There you go. Bridging the Gap Gala. May 21st, 2022. Thank you so much, Darrell. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you. Be safe. Bye-bye.